In the heart of a bustling city, where skyscrapers kissed the sky and luxury was a daily norm, lived Jonathan Matthews, a billionaire entrepreneur renowned for his groundbreaking tech innovations. Despite his financial success, Jonathan found himself grappling with profound personal challenges. His son, Ethan, was born with cerebral palsy, which required constant care and attention that often left Jonathan feeling overwhelmed and isolated. The weight of his responsibilities as a father loomed large over him, contrasting sharply with the glossy image he projected in the business world. Meanwhile, across town in a cozy diner filled with the aroma of rich coffee and freshly baked pastries, Maria Santos worked tirelessly as a waitress. A single mother from the Philippines, she juggled her demanding job while raising her two young children. Each day was a test of strength and resilience for Maria, as she strived to provide them with opportunities she never had. Her warm smile and genuine kindness made her a favorite among regulars at the diner. On this particular afternoon, fate would intertwine their lives in an unexpected way. As Jonathan entered the diner with Ethan in tow, a bright-eyed boy who often stared out at the world from his wheelchair, he was unaware that within these walls, his life would take an unforeseen turn. Little did he know that Maria's nurturing spirit would soon inspire him to re-evaluate not just his role as a father but also how deeply interconnected lives could be through simple acts of kindness. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, the cozy diner buzzed with life, a refuge from the city's relentless pace. The aroma of sizzling bacon and freshly brewed coffee enveloped the room, drawing patrons in like moths to a flame. Maria Santos moved gracefully between tables, her sharp instincts guiding her as she deftly balanced plates and cups, her warm smile a comforting presence for both regulars and newcomers alike. In one corner, an older couple chuckled over pancakes, while at another table, a group of friends animatedly chatted, sharing stories and laughter. Maria made it a point to engage with everyone, her cheerful spirit brightening the atmosphere. She observed small details, like how a child liked their cereal just so or how a regular preferred their eggs, and tailored her service to meet their needs. It was this dedication that made her a cherished part of the diner's fabric. When Jonathan and Ethan walked in, the bell above the door jingled, signaling their arrival. Maria approached their table with an inviting smile, her heart momentarily tugging at the sight of Ethan's bright eyes looking around in curiosity. As she took their order, Jonathan noted her genuine warmth and attention to detail, momentarily forgetting the weight of his worries. In that moment of connection, as they exchanged a few kind words, it became clear that Maria's passion for serving others was undiminished by her own struggles, an echo of resilience that would soon resonate much deeper in Jonathan's life. As the meal progressed, Jonathan sat at the table, watching quietly as Maria approached Ethan with a gentle demeanor. She knelt beside him, her eyes sparkling with warmth and understanding. With delicate precision, she began to feed him, her movements slow and careful, as if savoring each moment like a precious gift. Jonathan observed how Maria adjusted her approach based on Ethan's reactions, coaxing smiles from him as she playfully made airplane sounds while bringing the spoon toward his mouth. In that instant, something shifted within Jonathan. He felt a pang of admiration for Maria's patience and dedication, the way she engaged with Ethan, treating him not just as a child with disabilities but as a vibrant individual deserving of attention and respect. The sight of her nurturing nature contrasted starkly with the feelings of helplessness he often experienced in his role as a father. Ethan responded to Maria's kindness, his laughter ringing through the diner and catching the attention of nearby patrons. Jonathan couldn't help but smile at his son's joy, realizing how rare it was for Ethan to connect with someone so effortlessly outside of their close family circle. This moment unfolded like a beautiful tapestry woven from empathy and compassion, creating an unspoken bond between Maria and Jonathan. In that fleeting encounter, he recognized that both their lives were touched by shared struggles, an understanding that would resonate long after they left the diner that day. As Jonathan sat at the table, his gaze still fixed on Maria and Ethan, a wave of introspection washed over him. He struggled to reconcile the warmth and ease he witnessed in Maria's interactions with his son against the backdrop of his own parenting journey. Despite his wealth and success, he often felt inadequate as a father, burdened by the pressures of maintaining his business empire while providing for Ethan's unique needs. In stark contrast to Maria's effortless connection with Ethan, Jonathan grappled with feelings of helplessness and frustration. He had dedicated countless hours to his work, yet often found himself emotionally distant from his son. The reality of their lives seemed to create a chasm that grew wider each day, one filled with unspoken fears and societal expectations that weighed heavily on him. As he watched Maria gently coax laughter from Ethan, Jonathan felt a stirring realization begin to take shape within him. Here was a woman who faced her own challenges yet approached life with an open heart, embracing each moment as it came. Her genuine care reminded him that parenting was not merely about providing material comforts but nurturing emotional connections. This reflection sparked a desire to change, the need to step away from his corporate persona and lean into vulnerability as a father. In that bustling diner, surrounded by laughter and kindness, he began to understand that true wealth lay not in financial success but in the depth of relationships and the love shared between them. After the meal, Jonathan lingered at the table, his curiosity piqued by the connection he felt with Maria. As she cleared the plates, he summoned the courage to speak. I wanted to thank you for being so kind to Ethan. He began, his voice sincere. It's rare for him to connect with someone like that. Maria paused, a smile brightening her face. He's a wonderful boy. I can see the joy in his eyes when he laughs. She replied, her tone warm. It reminds me of my own children. They bring so much light into my life. Jonathan nodded, intrigued. You're a single mother, right? That must be challenging. He could see the strain in her expression when she mentioned her kids, but also an undeniable strength. Maria said, her voice steady despite the heaviness of her words. Every day is a challenge, but I work hard to give them a better future. I believe in dreaming big, even if it seems impossible sometimes. Inspired by her resilience, Jonathan opened up about himself. VE built a company that many people admire, but I often feel like I am missing out on what really matters. My son. It's like I am so focused on success that I lost sight of what is truly important. Their conversation flowed naturally, an exchange of dreams and struggles that transcended their different worlds. In sharing their stories, they forged a deeper understanding and respect for each other, realizing that despite their contrasting lives, they both navigated the complexities of love and responsibility with hope and determination. As their conversation deepened, Jonathan noticed the subtle signs of strain on Maria's face, a flicker in her eyes when she spoke about working multiple shifts and the challenges of providing for her children on a waitress' salary. He admired her tenacity, yet it struck him how difficult her circumstances were, especially as a single mother juggling so much. The thought lingered as he recalled his own privileges, which seemed trivial in the face of her struggles. At that moment, an idea sparked within him. Jonathan leaned forward, his sincerity reflected in his gaze. Maria, he began, hesitating slightly as he contemplated the weight of what he was about to propose. I want to help you. I know this diner is just one part of your life, but I believe you have so much potential. Maria met his eyes with surprise and confusion. What do you mean, she asked, her voice laced with caution yet hope. A Euro OEI could offer you support, a Euro, maybe help with education or resources to start your own business, a Euro, he continued, his heart racing as he put himself out there. A Euro OEI, see how dedicated you are. I think with your determination and passion, you could achieve great things. A Euro. Tears welled in Maria's eyes at his unexpected offer. She had not anticipated such kindness from someone like him, yet there was sincerity in his words that touched her deeply. In that fleeting moment, Jonathan realized that extending his hand to help another could forge a powerful connection, a Euro, and change not just Maria Euro's life but also enrich his own in ways he had yet to fully understand. With a newfound determination, Jonathan arranged to meet with Maria the following week, eager to discuss his plan in detail. When they met again at the diner, he presented her with an official-looking envelope. A Euro VE been in touch with some local community colleges, a Euro, he began, excitement lacing his voice. A Euro they have programs designed for single parents like you. I want to offer you a scholarship so you can pursue further education in business management or whatever field you are passionate about. A Euro. Maria gasped, her eyes widening in disbelief as she took the envelope from him. A Euro serious, a Euro, she stammered, barely able to process the unexpected gift. A Euro absolutely, a Euro, Jonathan affirmed, his expression earnest. A Euro you have such incredible potential. I believe education can open doors for you and your children. Imagine what you could achieve, a Euro. Tears brimmed in Maria's eyes as hope surged through her. She had always dreamed of providing a better life for her kids, but the financial burden felt insurmountable. With this opportunity, she could finally pursue her goals and create a stable future. But Jonathan didn't stop there. He also offered her flexible job opportunities at his company that would allow her to balance work and studies while earning a livable wage. A this way, you won't have to choose between putting food on the table and pursuing your dreams, a Euro, he said reassuringly. In that moment, Maria realized that this act of kindness was more than just a scholarship, it was a lifeline that could transform not only her future but also that of her children, enabling them all to dream beyond their circumstances. Jonathan watched as a spark ignited in her eyes, a Euro, the promise of a brighter tomorrow taking root before him. As weeks turned into months, the impact of Jonathan's generous offer began to unfold in both Maria and his own life. Maria embraced her scholarship with enthusiasm, diving into her studies with a fervor she hadn't felt in years. She balanced her coursework with her work at the diner and her responsibilities as a mother, but the thrill of learning reignited her dreams. With each class, she gained confidence and skills that opened her eyes to new possibilities, envisioning a future where she could provide a better life for her children. Maria's determination did not go unnoticed. Her colleagues at the diner were inspired by her work ethic and her ability to juggle multiple roles. She became a source of support for them as well, sharing tips on finding balance and encouraging them to pursue their aspirations. This ripple effect created a tighter-knit community among the staff, fostering an environment of growth and camaraderie. On Jonathan's side, witnessing Maria's transformation enriched his perspective on life. He saw firsthand how his act of kindness was not just changing one person's life but also influencing those around her. He began to engage more deeply with his own community, finding ways to contribute beyond his business ventures. Jonathan hosted events to support local education initiatives and encouraged his employees to volunteer their time and skills. Through their intertwined journeys, both Jonathan and Maria found renewed purpose. For Jonathan, it became essential to redefine success not just in terms of financial gain but in the positive impact he could have on others' lives. And for Maria, each step forward became a testament to resilience, showing her children that dreams could indeed be realized with hard work and support. Together, they discovered that genuine connection and shared aspirations could profoundly alter the course of their lives. As the weeks passed, both Jonathan and Maria faced their respective challenges with newfound support from each other. Maria navigated the demands of her coursework and work at the diner while being a single mother, often feeling overwhelmed by the responsibilities on her shoulders. However, inspired by Jonathan's belief in her potential, she learned to reach out when struggling. She shared her concerns and frustrations with him, who willingly listened and offered advice whenever he could. This mutual exchange became a source of strength for Maria, providing her with reassurance that she was not alone in her journey. For Jonathan, parenting Ethan remained a challenge filled with moments of doubt and worry. He often found himself questioning whether he was doing enough as a father. Yet witnessing Maria's resilience helped him reframe his mindset. He began to embrace the messiness of parenthood, understanding that vulnerability and honesty were essential while raising his son. Talking openly with Maria about their experiences allowed him to process his feelings more deeply. It transformed their bond into a robust friendship built on empathy and trust. Together, they celebrated small victories, Maria acing an assignment or Ethan learning a new skill. They cheered one another on, creating a web of encouragement that extended beyond their individual struggles. The theme of resilience blossomed between them, illustrating that even amidst adversity, steadfast friendship could illuminate the path forward. In supporting each other, they discovered newfound hope and determination, proving that sometimes the most significant challenges can be overcome together. Reflecting on the journey that unfolded between Jonathan and Maria, it became clear how a simple act of kindness had the power to reshape lives in profound ways. Their encounter in the diner was more than just a meeting, it was a catalyst for change that illuminated their paths. Through their initial connection over shared challenges, they forged an unexpected bond that transcended differences in background and circumstance. Maria's pursuit of education transformed her outlook on life, opening doors to new opportunities she never thought possible. With Jonathan's support, she not only uplifted her own situation but also became a beacon of inspiration for those around her, subtly urging them to strive for their dreams as well. Conversely, Jonathan's experiences with Maria and her determination shifted his perspective on success. He learned to prioritize relationships over achievements, realizing that true fulfillment came from meaningful connections and giving back to the community. This story is a testament to the ripple effect of kindness, a reminder that small gestures can lead to monumental changes. In helping one another, Jonathan and Maria not only enhanced their own lives but also enriched the lives of those within their circles. They exemplified how empathy and resilience could unite individuals from vastly different worlds, proving that through understanding and support, barriers can be broken, and hope can flourish. Ultimately, their lives were intricately woven together by compassion, highlighting the profound impact one person can have on another's journey.